In Orlando tonight, after the Pulse Rainbow Memorial Crosswalk was removed overnight without warning. It was a memorial that honored the victims in the Pulse nightclub shooting. This was the before and after. The move sparked protests this evening on Orange Avenue.
Miguel Angel Oronato, 30 years old. Miguel, who came to the United States from Mexico at age 4, was a soccer fan and a catering company manager. He leaves behind his 3 sons, who were 15, 2, and 1.
Gilmari Rodriguez Sullivan, 24 years old. Mari planned this Saturday night out with friends, a treat after she gave birth to her second son 3 months ago. She steered everyone towards a gay club to avoid the kind of violence that had recently occurred at another local club.
So let's start giving. Together we can make a change. In the world we're living, our actions can rearrange. Just you and me, working hand in hand, creating a better reality for every woman, child, and man. There's a choice we're making to help those in need. A difference we're partaking for a brighter future we plead. We're saving our own lives by lending a helping hand. With compassion that thrives, we can all take a stand. Just you and me, working hand in hand, creating a better reality for every woman, child, and man. It's true, we'll make a better day. With kindness and love, together we'll pave the way for a world we're proud of. Just you and me, working hand in hand, creating a better reality for every woman, child, and man. Just you and me, working hand in hand, creating a better reality.
Almost don't realize that you're covering something to that magnitude at that moment.
We learned that we had made history in such a sad way, only to be eclipsed the next year by the mass shooting in Las Vegas. I didn't think that was possible.
Unfortunately, it took this horrible event to give everybody the hope and the togetherness that Orlando now has.
There's hardly anyone from Orlando. We're all from some other place. So sometimes there's not a great feeling of community. And after Pulse, Orlando came together in a way I have never really seen before.
It's important that we all come together, straight, gay, it doesn't matter.
What does love have to do with it? Everything!
I can't believe this is happening in my neighborhood. And I couldn't believe it was happening in Orlando. And I just moved from reporter to a person in the community, a person who lives in Orlando, a person who calls Central Florida home. And people like myself who have covered news for a long time and thought we had basically heard and seen it all. And we hadn't. Sadly, we hadn't.
Although it's still early in the investigation, we know enough to say that this was an act of terror and an act of hate.
Christine Leinonen is the mom of Christopher Andrew Leinonen, and she was outside of the emergency room corner.
My son was at the nightclub with his boyfriend and other friends, and I know that his boyfriend has been shot multiple times and is in the emergency room. But I don't know where my son is. No one can tell me where my son is. If he's been shot, if he's dead, no one knows.
And she was clinging to us. I mean, anywhere Stu went, she was right next to him.
I'm listening to you guys too because you guys can get information and you'll let us know. Like if there's how many fatalities, when you're letting the public know, then we'll know and nobody else is telling us. Right. So you're gonna find out who's shot and how many fatalities and how many they have here or if they go to other hospitals.
She later found out that he died.
This is an attack on humanity itself.
We all have to stand together. It's got to that point where you just think, right, we have to show solidarity.
I got out the hospital the second day and I saw Paris lit up and I was like, whoa. You know, it took me out of the tragedy for a split second. And that split second meant the world because that is something that I would never, ever forget, that love and support from the world.
We've been talking from people all over the world. People have flown in, and we're really showing them what Orlando Strong means. So many people come to us and say, you know, we saw you on TV, we saw all this community, how you all came together, but now we're experiencing it ourselves, and it truly is an amazing city.
I'm not kin to anyone, but I cried just like I knew them.
Orlando Strong, I think it's still there. I think it's still very much present. I don't think it's as bold as it was at one point, but when people hear it, they know it's saying that we have your back no matter what.
The city's getting the benefit of that because I just think we're more open-minded, we're just more kind, we're more friendly.
We're gonna keep fighting and we're gonna keep speaking up and we're gonna keep speaking love in their names and we're never gonna let them be forgotten here in Orlando and across the globe.